Rob, thank you for joining us. What a win that is on the road at Mansfield. Firstly, can I get your overall assessment of the game?
Yeah, just probably our best performance for a while, but it was the way we went about it, both in and out of possession. And I thought the lads were terrific to a man. You know, there are a few standouts, but I thought ultimately everyone contributed so well. The lads who come on, and I think that's just the standards we have to have. You know, don't get too carried away. It's one win, but it's about how we've won, and it's about how we've gone about it and how we've shown our character. Considering we probably took a lot of stick, and some of it rightly so, some of it a bit harsh in my opinion. But the thing is, that's football, that's life. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, and if you give performances like that, regardless whether we win the game, I still would have been proud of them. If they'd have equalised at the end, if Charlie doesn't do what he does, and then we hadn't got the goal, you know, and I think that was the most pleasing thing, is that we set our standards to where we want them, but we managed to maintain it for 90 minutes. Yeah,
it was a very solid first half, but the second half was different class from all the players. Was there any sort of specific messaging you gave them at half time, or was it just a case of believe because this game is there for the taking?
No, we didn't really change anything other than the press. We just didn't get the press right, and it's hard because I keep trying to drum into the lads that you can prepare as much as you want, but teams make 5 changes and change shape, you know, so you have to just make sure you really concentrate on the concepts, which we did really well, and then, you know, it is when them things happen, when we get it wrong, it comes about work rate and desire, and I thought we showed that in abundance. And I thought second half we played through their press, and then we managed to isolate those areas, so we were able to pin them back, maintain a bit more control. First half we were just rushing the action a bit too much, whereas second half we actually, you know, when we couldn't get through, we come back round, we sustained, and then we built the pressure, and obviously their goalkeeper was absolutely outstanding, and you know, it could have been more out from him, but we kept going and got the goal.
Yeah, I think she said there definitely could have been more. It took an outstanding save to deny Dion, but sort of from the second half onwards there was only one team that was going to win that game, and it looked like the lads sort of were just gaining confidence, you know, more confidence, you know, as it went on.
Yeah, 100%, and obviously when you're in a tough place, you know, that win, it can seem a million miles away, and then, you know, as the game goes on, what I was really pleased with, we didn't sit back at the end, they chucked Big Flinty on, you know, the ball's coming in the box, and obviously Chaz has that moment of magic where he keeps it out, but you have to do that, you know, and you have to believe, you have to fight, and we won so many headers and we battled them, we did all the things that maybe we could have questioned, but and I think that's the thing, is the mentality that's important. You have to keep, and you know, it doesn't mean that we've cracked anything by any means. It means that all I want is to set a standard, that's how we're going to be, that's how we're going to play. And you know what, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't come off, but it's the attitude and application that I was really pleased with. And obviously I was really pleased with the fans, because obviously there was no coach on, and for this, a lot of travel, a lot of money spent, so I was really pleased for them, because they've had a tough couple of away games, which is obviously the players have very kindly said that, well, say kindly, it's not kindly, it's the fans that have been amazing, is that the players said anyone who had a ticket tonight, next time game we'll get a pie and a pint. Apologies to anyone at the club who's got to organise that, Sam, but right, no, yeah, we said just as a thank you, because it did really help towards the end, and getting the goal in front of them meant a lot.
Yeah, it did. It certainly did. And substitutes are there to make an impact. Addy obviously did that not long after he came onto the pitch. It's so good, isn't it, to sort of, you know, have those players in reserve that, you know, the lads have worn them down over, you know, a course of, you know, I can't remember exactly what time the goal is, but, you know, to then come on and with that killer bit of instinct is just great to have, isn't it?
100%, and Addy, you know, Addy's got to start setting his own standards, because Addy can be anything he wants to be. I think it was 2 years ago he was playing for Crawley, and, you know, but that's Addy's learning, and he gets the goal because of his willingness to run, his desire, and he defended brilliantly at the end, and he's one of the best human beings ever. He really is. And Addy's just learning his way through professional football, and you know, he's going to be a massive asset to us. Harry Forster was tremendous, and obviously the two of them together, you know, put on a fantastic performance to help us get the win. Harry's aggression and communication is something we've missed, so fingers crossed we can keep this squad as strong as possible, and then we can, you know, a couple added here and there maybe, just to keep us a bit of strength, which I know the club's working on, and we can try and move forward. But like you said, really pleased with the performance overall and the application, and we just need to make sure we take that into the next few games.
Yeah, and we can talk all we want about attack, but defence can also win you games. I think Charlie Barker must be made of brick and mortar, to be honest, because nothing could get through him this evening. He was an absolute rock, but the whole back line were, including, you know, Matty Cox in goal. You know, great first performance for him, clean sheet. You know, can't ask for much more. How impressive for you was the back line today? And obviously, as you said, Charlie got his hero moment at the end as well.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie Barker is an exceptional kid. Like, genuinely, he puts himself out there every single week, and you know what? from where he's come from to being in the squad to now, because of the situation with injuries and whatnot, we're having to play him out of position, out wide of the back three or back four, and we have to almost target him to their best player. And there are times that's been unfair on him, but he just keeps going. He never pulls out. He never any excuse. He trains all the time, and he epitomises what we are as a club. And he's going to be a brilliant. He's going to be a brilliant professional. Well, he is a brilliant professional. He's going to have a good career if he keeps doing what he's doing. Obviously, Dion coming back in. Dion's out for 5 months, trained for 3 days, and then's played 5 or 6 games in 3 weeks. And Ben Radcliffe's come in under the radar and been exceptional. I've worked with Ben before and was really pleased that we brought him in, and he's really added to us the stillness and the desire to want to head the ball and defend. And as a former goalkeeper, the debut's always hard. He's had 1 day to train with us, Coxie, and I thought he was exceptional. And he was really calm and confident with his feet, really brave to play. And then a couple of awkward moments with crosses that he come and took the pressure off the defence. So yeah, look, really pleased with everyone. And I don't want to get carried away because I want us to maintain them standards, and I want them performances. If I get them performances, then I'll be really happy. But yeah, I've got to mention Rush Murphy. I thought he was absolutely incredible. Rushy's had a bit of an up and down time the last few weeks, but I think he's really found his rhythm and the energy and output there. And to see him playing with a smile on his face, he was just a threat all game. And at times he was almost taking care of a whole back three by himself. So yeah, really pleased and really happy for everyone, because the lads deserve that, because it's not been easy the last few weeks.
Yeah, as you say, we're not going to get carried away, but you are right. Everybody in the camp does deserve this, including the away fans. They're a massive part of that. How much of a big difference do you think this win can make? Because before this game, you're looking at the run of games and you're thinking it's a really tough spell, but all of a sudden you've got this massive injection of confidence throughout the whole group, and it's just going to help bring everybody together again, isn't it?
Yeah, it just gets the monkey off your shoulder, because the exit one we should have won. Barnsley, we didn't give ourselves a head. We killed ourselves, and we give them a 3-goal head start, and then we actually created more chances. Like, apart from Stockport, I'm not big on these, but statistically, percentage-wise, we've been excellent in all departments. We haven't put it together. We've let ourselves down in key moments. Whereas tonight, we got through them key moments, and we did it through desire and fight and all the things that you can't measure. And that's the character of the boys and the makeup of the lads that was really good, really special. So tough period for everyone at the club. Yourselves included. Sam, I know you guys obviously take it on the chin a little bit. Cheers, guys. Thanks, lads. I don't know. Yeah, I don't look like they're in trouble. So, no. I've lost my train of thought there. It was very nice of them, but no, it's been tough for the club, for everyone. But we stick together, and we make sure that we get through this, because, like I said, the reality check of where we're at and what we're trying to compete against is tough. So we just need to keep moving forward in small baby steps. Cheers.
Charlie, congratulations. That's a great win here at Mansfield. Firstly, can I get your overall assessment on the match?
I thought we played really well. I think we dominated from minute one all the way through. Probably could have scored 2 or 3 more, had some really good chances. Limited them to very little. Obviously, last 5-10 minutes, they're going to put a load of balls in the box, and I think even then we dealt with that really well.
Yeah, I think we said to Rob about the second half performance being one of the best of the season so far. That's not to take anything away from the first half. We were very sturdy, and I think that was probably what was needed. Would you agree, considering sort of the run we've been on? We sort of needed to just sort of get 45 minutes behind us, and then the lads just seemed to really grow in confidence, didn't they?
Yeah, we always say if we get in at half time at 0-0 and we play the way we play, teams will tire towards the end, and that's when we'll get our chances. And we haven't stayed at 0-0 for long enough recently. So when we went in at 0-0 today, we knew chances would come. Chances did come, and in the end we took it. And we've deserved more recently as well, I'd say. But I'm just happy with it.
Yeah, it was just relentless sort of attack after attack after attack.
Yeah.
I think when Dion's volley was tipped round the post, you did start to think, is this ever going to fall our way? It seemed like one of those nights, but credit to the lads, they kept on pushing. And was there a feeling of sort of growing confidence throughout the second half out there?
Yeah, I just thought we had them pinned in the whole second half, probably to about the 85th minute. But I think, Dion's chance, I think Swanee's had a couple, Ty's had one from the edge of the box, and to be fair, if you keep shooting, something's going to go in at the end. And good for Maddie to follow up all the way in at the back post. We've been speaking about that. Opposite wide player getting in and getting your tap-ins. So we don't really care how the goals come at the moment, as long as they do.
Yeah, and I think it's a win that's needed for obviously the whole camp. That goes from staff, players, but the fans as well. They've deserved it after following us up and down the country. not getting some of the results that perhaps we have deserved, but tonight feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that we appreciate the miles they travel and all the effort they put into to come support us, and we're happy they can have a good journey home and a good few days now. Yeah.
Look, obviously we can talk about attacking as much as we want, but we've got to talk about the defensive work as well. Obviously, by yourself, a massive part of that today. I think many Crawley fans would have voted you man of the match. If it was a home game, and obviously Matthew coming in goal, putting a great performance. The whole back line was immense, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought Matthew was excellent. Like, he's only been in a couple of days, and then to come in and put a performance like that at his age as well, I thought he was fantastic, and I thought everyone dug in. I thought Brad in front of us won everything. I thought he was outstanding today. But the press came from the front. Rush ran for 90 minutes, winning the ball back, and then when players at the top end of the pitch are putting that pressure on, their quality drops. They can't put balls into the final third of quality, and it makes our job at the back up much easier.
Yeah, and what can this win do, obviously, in terms of confidence for the whole group? As we spoke about, the lads were obviously growing in confidence throughout the game, but you looked on paper at the run of sort of games that we're already in, but especially coming up as well with the likes of Wrexham on the weekend. That's going to give a great deal of confidence to the players, isn't it? And the phrase "stop the rot" is horrible, but it's true, isn't it? Like, it has sort of almost hit a reset switch, and we're ready to go again, aren't we?
Yeah, sometimes all you need is one result, and it turns everything around. And hopefully this can be the result, and we kick on from here. Confidence sky high. Hopefully after that, and we can take that into the weekend.
Perfect. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.